Well, hello, hello, hello. Much love to you all. Um, been wanting to talk about this for a little while. I've been hearing birds sing at night around my house. My mom's been hearing it. Some other people that have been following on different social media has been talking about it. So I started typing in on things like Twitter and YouTube to see, am I finding any other videos? Before I get into the Bible verse that I really wanted to bring up, I want to go ahead and show some stuff. Plus, a star that my wife had recorded numerous times and found a YouTube channel that had showed a similar star. So, so it's not the only. So it's not the only. Um, so I ended up seeing this guy um, on YouTube.
This video footage is from last night out of Elk Grove, California. And she's exactly right. Those birds were being very loud for 12:17 a.m. And again, that video footage was from last night. And we heard the birds over here in Arizona and Southeast Phoenix last night. In fact, my son got woke up last night at around midnight because the birds were so loud in the backyard. And when I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
There you heard it yourself. And my wife captured this as well. I want you to notice here in a second. Hold on. This was on March 20th, 2023. Okay, here's the star right here. Let's wait a second. She's trying to zoom in her camera. So here we get to see when she starts finding out how to zoom it in. This was really amazing. And it's not a satellite. I just want to put that out there. It's not. Satellites would move, and this star is in the same location all the time. But here's a zoomed in picture. Here's a zoomed in picture. There's a zoomed in one. There's a Y. I just and wait till you see more of it. You know, it starts changing color, red. So here is how it's changing all different colors. Purple, green, red, all these colors here. Really crazy that it changes colors this much. And just wait a second. Because a satellite wouldn't be making all these different colors. Okay, so I want you to think of the book of Ezekiel. Here's video of it zoomed in. Just changing all these multiple colors. And, you know, it was about a day before we were hearing those kind of like trumpet sounds in the sky. So look, it says, and when I looked, behold, the four wheels by the cherubims, one wheel by one cherubim, and another wheel by another cherubim. and the appearance of the wheel was like the color of a beryl stone. All right, so check this out. She did really good putting this together. You notice we've seen every single one of these colors. All right, so then I went over to this guy's channel again. And it was right here. Okay. This person had seen a video, all right, of this. This is May 14th. This is a couple months later. As you can see, this weird star in the sky. So the fact that a lot of people are seeing this stuff. Now, I wanted to talk about the Bible verse that I had when the Lord had given this to me when I started digging into this a little bit. And I'm going to go to the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 2. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. All right. I want to read, of course, we're going to go like verse 11. It says, "For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing of the birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. The fig tree putteth forth her green figs, and the vines, the tender grape, give a good smell. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away." I don't know if a lot of people really know that the Song of Solomon here, it is talking, of course, when we look at verse 11, we're talking into verse 12 here. The turtle's the turtle dove, of course, and we're talking about the beginning of the kingdom age. And the winter that is past is the terrible war and the tribulation. It is now past, and the flowers are appearing. Now come away with me. Come away with me is what we see here. I want to go to a few Bible verses. I'm going to go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8 through 9. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God." One more Bible verse I want to go to before I say one more thing before we end this video. I want to go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 28 through 31, where it's reading, it says, "For whosoever, or for wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other." My brothers and sisters, the one last thing I want to say, is it uncommon for birds to sing at night? Not during mating season, but the level of birds that are singing is more than a mating call. There's 2 other things that make birds sing at night: heavy light illumination, aka light pollution, which there's a lot of lights throughout the world. And 2, they're warning of immediate danger. In the Bible, birds are messengers. I want you to think about when Noah came off the ark. Before he did, he sent a bird out to, of course, see if there's dry ground. Jesus relates with the parable of the sower and the seed that birds come by and devour the seed that has been planted, aka Satan and his dominions take away the word of God. We're in a day and age where the word of God is being taken out of context and it's being taken out of the way to where people cannot fellowship together. I just want to say one thing. I know a lot of people are afraid of the times we're in, but the times we are in are predominant times of holding to the truth, predominant times of standing by the truth. And we shall not be shaken, because we fight from a kingdom that shall not be moved by anything that the people on earth do. They can't move the kingdom of heaven. So with all this that I've brought up, it's funny because I remember a lot of the things in the Bible by heart, but Song of Solomon's not one that I really remember. And when I was thinking about doing this video on having a talk with some people from Telegram, the Lord brought to my attention, go to the Song of Solomon, chapter 2. And when I see this, verse 12, we're talking about the kingdom age. Song of Solomon's talking about him coming for his bride. And of all these things that we have been seeing, the signs of the times are here, that it's time to get our lives in order. It's time to do what is right, and that's hold by the word of God that is sharp and true. At 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, there will be a Why Do We Study the Old Testament? There will be a link at the end of the video here to go to that. May God bless you all.